What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I hope you all are having a great day. I don't know why this actually makes me kind of happy. I don't know why this makes me kind of happy, but shout out to Holly Pierce, who gave me the idea about doing the crock pot chicken tacos. Those were good. Those were extremely good, Holly. They were insanely incredible. I'm thinking about doing that with like a chuck roast. Do a chuck roast, pulled beef taco. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. I'll get a chuck roast today. But be that as it may. Last night, literally after doing my fireside chat outside in like 10-degree weather, it was cold. It was so cold there was ice and snow on top of my fire pit. So it was like fire and ice. It was literally fire and ice. And it was fun. It was actually fun. My front was warm, my back was freezing. And I finished that. I went in, took a shower, got on the bed, and started warming up. And then I found out, or I heard, that New Orleans wanted to have a second interview with Kellen Moore. And I was kind of surprised because I hadn't realized that they had a first interview with Kellen Moore. So they, of course, requested and did Zoom call interviews. And that's the same thing that happened with Aaron Glenn and Ben Johnson, because their team was still relevant, unlike the Cowboys, and was still playing. You could request for, 3 hours or so Zoom call meeting certain times in the week to start the ball rolling, in which case teams that were actually out there doing their work and cared about their future were out there doing that with potential candidates that may be bringing in some new blood, some new ideas and things like that. But that's not what the Cowboys do. And I did not realize that New Orleans had already done that with Kellen Moore. Now here's where it was kind of crazy, because Mike McCarthy he didn't exactly do a Rob Ryan. You remember when Rob Ryan was let go from the Cowboys, he said, I'll be unemployed for like 5 minutes. It was a little longer than 5 minutes. But be that as it may, Mike McCarthy decided, I'm no longer going to be the lapdog for the Joneses, which is what they want. They want a guy who's not going to push back, is going to do exactly what they want to do. When they sign CeeDee Lamb to a big contract, you're going to make sure that he gets 15 touches a game, even if it breaks them up, because they're not there about winning. That's what they want in Brian Schottenheimer. But they're doing, New Orleans is bringing in Mike McCarthy, I think, Monday, and they're doing another interview with Kellen Moore. They're doing their second interview with Kellen Moore. So that means that when you do a second one, it means you're pretty interested. You are really interested in it. And to my knowledge, and I could be wrong because I didn't know about the first Kellen Moore interview, they haven't requested a second interview with Kellen Moore. But they did with Brian Schottenheimer. And right now, mum's the word on where that second interview that was yesterday with Brian Schottenheimer was, which lasted over 5.5 hours. 5.5 hours. You have to think that maybe that they've decided we're not going to do Kellen Moore. That's the only thing that I can surmise. Although, driving is very therapeutical for me, especially if it's just me, because I'm alone with my thoughts. I don't have the radio on usually, and I just play scenarios in my head. And today is an incredible day, because today over 70 million times. Over 70 million times. Somebody has actually clicked on this channel. 70 million times. I can't believe that. Thank you. But I like to think and try and figure out scenarios. And I realized this morning when I was watching Rich Eisen talking about Deion Sanders, and Deion Sanders seemingly getting more support from Colorado, that they realize they have to step up, and how the Cowboys, everybody talks about the Cowboys making a big splash, going to get Deion, or the Cowboys, they were just waiting until they could talk to Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn. The Cowboys rumored to be trying to get Kyle Pitts. The Cowboys and DeAndre Hopkins, Dez Bryant saying, what's up? The Cowboys rumored to get Bobby Wagner. The Cowboys rumored to be trying to trade for Devontae Adams. The Cowboys trying to go get me, what's his name from Seattle? I'm losing my mind here. But we always hear about all of these incredible moves that the Cowboys are contemplating making, that the Cowboys are about to move. The Cowboys will do whatever it takes to get Johnny Manziel. The Cowboys are going to trade Dak Prescott to New York Giants for the number 1 pick so they can get Stuart Sanders and Deion. The Cowboys have interest in Russell Wilson. We always hear about these grandiose moves. Oh my God. Seriously? Cowboys are fed up with Micah Parsons, and they're going to get rid of him. Cowboys are going to trade CeeDee Lamb. The Cowboys are going to get Bill Belichick. We always hear all of these grandiose things, grandiose ideas that we get sucked into thinking about it. We, as YouTubers, of course, are going to talk about it because, well, we got to have something to talk about. And the reality is, Cowboys don't do anything. The Cowboys, Jerry and Stephen Jones, biggest move they've made is we got rid of Amari Cooper. We traded for Trey Lance. We traded for Jonathan Mingo. We signed big name free agent Eric Kendricks. We always get sold that the Cowboys are going to do big things. But in the end, they never do anything. And then we act surprised when they don't. Yes, Brian Schottenheimer is typical of the Cowboys. Cowboys, when free agency comes around, they go on vacation. They literally do. They literally do. They're not even that bothered about signing their own guys. Well, if you want to go somewhere else, that's fine. We only want guys that want to be here dirt cheap for us. And if you don't, it's okay. I'm not going to lose my job. I'm still going to have my yacht and my helicopter and own the Star and be worth billions of dollars that if I want to go anywhere and do anything I want in this world, I can do it. about you? We keep waiting for stuff that's never going to come. Never going to come. And I was actually excited that the Cowboys weren't going to get Kellen Moore. And maybe I should be excited for Kellen Moore that he's not going to get caught up in this trap of mediocrity of the Dallas Cowboys, that he at least has a chance, much like Dan Quinn, to get out from under their shadow and be able to do great things. As coach of the Cowboys, that ain't gonna happen. And now I'm sad. But at least we're over 70 million views. Thank you.